pretty broad. So I'm the commercial director. I mean, the business is owned by a specialist venture capital firm that has funded the organization. We're 2 or 3 years old, so we're not startup, but we're still, early stage and we're still growing. So my role is pretty broad, really. Everything from designing and developing the particular courses and the content. It's engaging our speakers and the faculty. It's driving the sales and marketing function. It's also looking at it from a business point of view. And, are we revenue generating? Are we efficient? Are we a business that is investable? Right. It's also looking at fundraising. How are we going to get more fundraising into the business so that we can grow and evolve at the rate that we want? Yep. But also, like all small businesses, it's all the big fun stuff, but it's also having to do some of the nitty gritty, which is, okay, I've got to write some of the LinkedIn posts or put something out on social media or make sure that we've booked a room for this meeting. And so it's pretty broad, right? And which means every day is different. Most of it is good fun. Some of it is not that great, but that's every job that you come into, right? There's always bits you'll know. A lot of it is great. There's bits that you think, oh, not particularly looking forward to, going through the P&L and doing all the numbers and all the rest of it. But it's a fascinating business to be part of, and it's fascinating to be still involved in sport, which ultimately is the industry I know and the industry that I love being part of. But to come at it from a slightly different angle, from that education angle. And I sort of think, we talked about how my career started, but there was no real education or learning. I mean, you just learn as you went along. And you sort of had to, you just had to try and learn. So I would love to have had a facility like InSport Education when I and my peers were starting, where you could actually learn in a slightly more formalized way, but in a very practical way. Tips and information and insights that you could go, right, okay, I'll take that information and I can use that tomorrow when I'm doing this particular task or on this particular project. So it's